our Recruit and Reload series moves on to talk about the Utah Utes. Now, Utah, a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament, losing in the Sweet 16 to Duke. Definitely one of the top storylines on the West Coast this year because, well, we saw this coming. We saw a breakout year for them coming down the pipe just a few years ago. What we do now is look at them and say, okay, how much of this was Daylon Wright? Because Daylon Wright is now gone. The Bob Cousy Award winner has graduated with the best point guard in the country, hands down. And so all of a sudden you have a guy like Brendan Taylor who played off of Daylon Wright, who had so much pressure taken off of him because of Wright's ability to distribute, Wright's ability to create. Really, Taylor was a spot-up shooter with Utah last year. This year, he's going to have to be much more of a point guard, and that's going to be very interesting to pair alongside of Jordan Loveridge at the 3, someone like Dockery Tucker at the 2. But the whole Utah season next year, really, in my opinion, depends on 2 things. Number 1 is going to be the developer freshman Breakout Chapman because he was really, really good. I didn't see that coming out of him. I actually thought a guy like Kyle Kuzma, who averaged just under 10 minutes a game, was going to be the more impact freshman of the 2, but Breakout was fantastic, knows how to play the game, set screens, knocks down shots, just has a humongous basketball IQ. Really impressed with what I saw out of him a year ago. His development is going to be key, but really, that's the storyline 2, 3, 4B, 1A, 2A, 3A. The big story in Salt Lake City is going to be Jakob Poeltl and whether or not he comes back to Utah for his sophomore season. Being projected as a first-rounder in the NBA draft, he is going to be the big piece for this team next year if they want to stay in the top 4 of the Pac-12 because without him, this team simply doesn't have the depth in the front court. They don't have a difference maker on the defensive end in that way, and him leaving would be a big blow to Larry Krystkowiak's continued reemergence of the Utah program. But if he comes back, I think this team competes again for a Pac-12 title. He is that good. Paired with the guards, they've got an incoming freshman from the West Jordan area that is, a lot of people are calling a phenom coming out of that area. Super athletic, long-skilled, definitely smart player. I like what I see out of him on film. Going to be very interesting to watch the Utes next year. The Pac-12 should be fun.